Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. First of all, happy Sunday to you all. And I'm going to jump right into this. There's an update on the story that I did a couple of days ago about this woman right here. This is 26-year-old Lanisha Henderson. And this is the woman that you saw throwing gasoline on the house, the birthplace of Dr. Martin Luther King, the house he was born in, basically, before she was stopped by some tourists, before she could set the house ablaze. Now, this woman right now is currently incarcerated, and she's given no bond. Now, I thought that was strange, being that she didn't set the house on fire. But all the same, they'll explain to you in this news article of why she didn't get any bond. And there are possibly federal charges coming from this. And I'll explain why, in my opinion, why I think they're trying to make this thing a federal case. Now, I'm going to play this video for you. We're going to come back and do what we do. Check it out.
A danger to the community and a potential flight risk. That's what a judge had to say about the woman arrested for attempting to set Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home on fire. She denied Lanisha Henderson bail, saying she's afraid she might do something similar again.
Ms. Henderson, I did not set bond in your case today.
Fulton County Magistrate Judge Holly Hughes denied 26-year-old Lanisha Henderson bond Saturday. Hughes gave two reasons for doing it. First, that Henderson doesn't live in Georgia.
She gave an address in a different state, so I find that there is a likelihood that she may not return to court.
Second was the shocking nature of the crime.
I'm extremely concerned about the randomness of this event. There does not seem to be any reason or tie to that particular location, and I do believe that based on that alone, given the complete and utter randomness, that she does pose a danger. I think we all know that this is on video, so you clearly see what she's doing. The entire thing has been recorded, and she did not want to stop what she was doing. So, Mr. Cazzoli, for today, she will remain in a no-bond status until we have some further information to go forward on. Okay, I do believe that this act would have been completed, but for some citizens jumping in to stop it. And I'm leaving her in a no-bond status today as a danger to the community and the community's property.
This video shows Henderson dousing the birthplace of Martin Luther King Jr. with gasoline before trying to light it on fire. This video shows two retired New York City police officers, and they're also brothers, who sprang into action.
So I looked to my brother and I said, let's go get her. So we jumped back in our rental red Tesla and chased her down the street. And we saw her trying to run behind a house. We jumped out the car, we chased her behind the home, and we was able to pin her down and apprehend her behind the house.
King's son, Martin Luther King III, says the family and the King Foundation are extremely grateful to these men.
That just goes to show the great humanity of people when they see someone who may be attempting to do something that is terrible.
Now, Henderson is set to have another hearing where her team will get another opportunity to make their case if she should get bond. Federal charges could be on the way.
All right, guys, that's the update. Lanisha Henderson was in court for what she did last week. We're trying to set the birthplace of Martin Luther King on fire. Now, you notice when they were doing the bond hearing, the lady broke down the intricacies of why she didn't give her a bond, broke it right down. Now, this woman didn't do anything, didn't murder nobody or nothing, and she did not get a bond. It was a national treasure, the house. She was a threat to set it on fire. The lady, the judge, said two things. First thing was she doesn't want to give her bond because she's a flight risk, because she has an out-of-state address or addresses that she could go to. Now, I remember she was prior military, so you get based at different places, and she probably had IDs from different places or whatever. So a lot of people looked at it like, hey, she got other places she possibly might be able to go. So that's one of the reasons she was a flight risk. The second reason was, and this is the one I'm going to key on in the second part of this, me talking to you guys. She said that the severity of what she was doing and then just the randomness of it. Meaning, why would you pick that place? And then her ways of action in which she was trying to commit the crime of setting the house on fire, she did it in front of tourists, walked by everybody, hey, excuse me, walked right up there and started doing that. You can tell something's wrong upstairs. And if she'll do that in front of people, like they were talking to her, if you seen the video, they were talking to her and they were like, hey, you know, what are you doing? That's gas. What are you doing? And she was just like, talking like it was nothing. No fear of getting caught or anything. Now, supposedly, they went up there and tried to stop her, took her phone or something. She tried to escape and run somewhere else. They caught her. It still shows that she should still be accountable. Now, they said this woman has mental issues or some type of mental issue. I understand that. She's still not talking about why she did this. And they're talking about federal charges may follow behind this. And honestly, this is what I think it's depending on. Because that was a national, treasure or historical building, they can classify that as federal, destruction of, historical property. Sometimes the feds will pick that up. Now, I'm going to tell you something. What's dependent on if they picked this up or not was her motive. Was she just some crazy person that went over there and did that? If it is, they'll let the state handle that. But a lot of times the feds are probers. They want to probe your psyche, your mentality to get a key on what you're thinking, where you got this information from, and basically they want to check the heartbeat of what American society is thinking. Is she attached to an organization? Is she this? And I'm just telling you, I'm not saying this. Is she attached to an organization that was trying to commit a plot against historical black stuff or the court? Because I'm going to tell you something. This could have been a really bad thing that happened. Dr. King still has his children alive. That place right there is sacred to a lot of people that know people or were themselves in the civil rights marches and the battles they used to have back in the day. So that place is important to a lot of people. And for her to do that, it could have really set something off. Now, I'm not saying it could have been a riot where they tear the city down or something like that. But I mean, it could have been something where, that place right there is a symbol of strength. And it's also a symbol of accomplishment for a lot of people that talk about the accomplishments of Dr. King today. Mental issues or not, she still should be accountable. And that's just my thing. I'm saying, does she need to be thrown in jail the rest of her life? No. But I do think she needs to get help, and I think that, regardless of what's going on, because I mean, she's functional. She got dressed, went over there, put on all black, set out that thing until they find out why she picked that spot. And that's the part. Why did she pick that spot? Because I was shocked. Here it is, a younger woman in the 26 years old. She's young, different generation than me. And she picked that to do, knowing the scrutiny or not even thinking about the scrutiny and what could have happened to her if she wound up going behind bars after doing that. There are a lot of people in there, a lot of black extremists and all kind of stuff. And you do that? But man, you know how much danger you could put yourself in? Then on top of that, the way she splashed that gas, that thing would have had a hell of an explosion and blew her up. Now, I don't know if it would have killed her, but it would have set her on fire because the way she was slinging that and doing it like that, gas lights from the vapor, she was standing there, she would have went up in smoke. So luckily, like I said before in my other video, those guys not only saved that house, but they saved her life. One of the things that stood out to me the most was when she was arrested and laid on the ground, she never struggled to get away. It was like she wanted to get caught. So a lot of people going to, psychological eval is in order. And depending on the results of that, they'll let them know if the feds want to take this case over or not, if it's like something where, like, it's something bigger than what she's doing. If not, it'll be a state case. But I mean, it's still messed up, because if she was any other race and she did that, it'd be classified as racism and it'd probably set the whole thing off. You agree or disagree? Leave me a comment. I'm just glad she didn't accomplish her mission. And she didn't die. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Take care.